I've been the other woman for over a year and a half and didn't know. I've been friends with benefits with a guy for over a year and a half. We'd hang out every week. We slept without a condom because he claimed I was the only one he was with. I'm a dummy. I'm aware I'm getting tested ASAP. He was so genuinely kind and sweet and treated me so well. We were actually friends, not just buddies. I knew we'd never actually date or be anything more because I won't actually date anyone who isn't Jewish, and he isn't and has no desire to be. He texts me at 9 this morning. Hi, I respond. Hi. A girl adds me on Snapchat a couple hours later. Hi, I have a question. Do you know shithead? I'm confused. I texted him. Why is a girl named Sweet Girl asking if I know you? I say why to her. I send him a screenshot cause I have no reason to not trust him. We're very open about everything. While I anxiously wait for a reply from either of them, I find her on Instagram. There's pictures of them in October 2021. Okay, nothing wrong. We started hooking up very end of November 2021. Nothing since then, so I'm wondering why his ex is contacting me. I'm getting really nervous because no one's answering. I call him. He answers. I ask, why is your ex-girlfriend asking me if I know you? He says, not ex, current girlfriend. I'm ending things with you. I am dumbfounded. I say, a what? Okay. He says bye and hangs up. Here's where I'm confused. He was over on Tuesday. He texted me this morning, so I text him. That was really shitty. I thought more than anything we were friends and you couldn't even tell me yourself. This is so shitty. About 15 minutes later, while I'm crying to my friends, he texts, I'm sorry. A minute later, I get a message from the girlfriend saying, just found out he cheated on me with you. Wanted some answers. I'm not blaming you. I'm sure you had no idea. It's not your fault. I'm just a little hurt right now. I ask how long they've been together. Over 3 years. I am even more dumbfounded. We've been hooking up consistently for over 1.5 years. I immediately go from sad and hurt to wildly furious. I tell the girl I'm so sorry and to call me, and I'll tell her everything. She calls me hysterically crying. Tells me he lives with her, meaning he leaves from having unprotected sex with me to go sleep in bed with her. She asks how long it's been going on. I tell her over a year and a half. She tells me that when she caught him, he deleted all our messages, even his hi this morning. So only my hi showed, making her think he didn't do anything so wrong, aka text me first. He made up some story about how we met for the first time on Tuesday. And it was a one-time thing. We only made out and I sucked his dick and nothing else. I said, no, I'm so sorry. We did have sex and have many times before. I ask if she wants to meet. We do. We talk for over 2 hours. She cries. My heart breaks for this sweet girl. She has no family or friends here. Just him and their mutual friends from his job. I told her unless she doesn't want to ever see me, which is understandable, I'm her friend. We left because she went to rat on the cheater to his sister. I know if my brother cheated on his girlfriend, I'd whoop his fucking ass. Hope it's universal. Story number 2. My husband cheated on me. I'm lost. I've been married to my husband for 10.5 years, been together for 12 years. I borrowed his phone last year, June 23, 2022, because my phone was charging in another room. After I finished looking something up, I went to close all browsers, since I had more than one in use. I saw that there was a text on there and I didn't recognize the name. I was curious, so I clicked on it. I saw a lot of I love yous, I adore you, and plans being made. I asked him who this person was. He said he didn't know. Maybe it was someone his brother knew. His brother had passed away, and one of the things that he inherited was his brother's phone. I didn't believe him, but a part of me was hoping and praying that he told me the truth. I kept scrolling, and then there it was, a picture of himself after he got a haircut. Just a couple of days prior. It hit me like a ton of bricks, but I kept on reading all of the texts. It only went back to June 1st because he had set his phone to delete texts from certain people every month. Long story short, he joined kink websites, deleted his profile that was connected to mine, and made a new one for himself, social media chat groups, and some dating apps. Of course, he lied to everyone by saying that he's divorced, he attended socials, munches, and play parties. He participated in BDSM scenes on 2 occasions. With a different woman each time, he started dating the second woman towards the end of February. And she's the one that he had sex with a few times, unprotected sex. Yes, I've been tested, and he has too, all negative results. I talked to the other woman on the phone, and I wasn't mad at her at all because he lied to her. She told me a lot of things, stuff that he forgot, and hurt me even more. Then all of a sudden she sent me 3 pictures that she took while he was giving her oral sex. I was so stunned. Why show me that? I would never do that to someone. I stopped talking to her. I dove into his phone, old one too, but he had deleted everything, his emails and bank account. He was supposed to be working the 17 times that he was out doing his fuckery, so his paychecks were really short. His bank account was riddled with charges. Hell, he even used my bank card a few times. He spent thousands of dollars doing all of this, gas, gifts for her, meals, groceries, and stuff for her, etc. He put a couple thousand miles on our car. We had to put a halt on buying a house. All of the lies, manipulations, deceit, thievery, and unfaithfulness rocked me to my core, but I agreed to try and work it out with him. It's been hard, really hard. My PTSD had returned with a vengeance. For about 6 months I was progressing, then boom. I always seemed to be angry and having a harder time but still invested in our marriage. About 2 weeks ago, I read about how to recover deleted texts. So I grabbed his old phone and checked it out. Turns out there was a woman that he dated back in December 2021. He swears that there was no sex, only cuddling in the car. He says that he totally forgot about her. How does someone forget the things that he has forgotten? Selective memory, I guess. I don't believe him. I'm lost, confused, angry, hurt, and numb all at once. Story number 3. My husband cheated on me with my best friend. For months ago, my husband told me he did not love me, that he wanted to break up. He left me. Everyone was telling me that my husband and my best friend were having an affair. I did not want to believe it. Even though I caught him at her house the next day, I still believed them. She even came to my house 2 days later, and I asked her if she is having an affair with him. She kept denying it over and over and over again. She even cleaned my house that day and just kept denying it. 2 months later, he came over to house for finances. And then I checked his phone because I already knew. They just kept lying. Shit hit the fan. He kept apologizing and said he wouldn't be with her. We are not together, obviously, but it's out of respect to not date the mistress. I sent the mistress a couple mean messages, not threatening, but honest, and then all she did was say sorry, then blocked me, and told my ex that I was threatening her, which is not true. Fast forward 2 months later, they are together. My ex and I have a dog together, which I treat like a child, and I have no shame in admitting that. I'm being quite nice in this situation after everything they have done. There is no accountability on her side at all. I have one rule that our dog is not allowed around the mistress for certain reasons, and they are valid. Fridays are his days, not my days, and he asked me this Friday if I can take the dog so he can go on a weekend away with his mistress, who has not taken accountability. I ask, am I in the wrong for saying no? That I will not help him out so he can go and enjoy his weekend away with his mistress, who has not taken any accountability. I can handle a lot, but I am in so much pain because I am extremely heartbroken because of this. He left me in the apartment. He left me in so much pain, but I have to help him so he can go a weekend away. Am I being petty, or am I standing up for myself? Story number 4. I'm the cheater. What can I do to reconcile and make things right? To start off, March 2022, I accidentally viewed my ex's friends' stories on Instagram. Through my friend's post, I viewed it not knowing it was their post. in which they caught wind of it and made a dumpuck and messaged my girlfriend back then, in which she broke it off with me. Even after I explained to her how it happened, we reconciled. It took some work to build trust. We were on and off due to her relapsing of what has happened, in which I completely understand. Now June 30th we broke up again. She got mad because I posted her for no reason, but just wanted to post her. I didn't before. I used to only post when there were events or special occasions for us. And she asked for my axe, which I gave it. She then found out I bought someone's OnlyFans last year in December. We were official around September 2021. She broke up with me because I emotionally cheated by buying someone's OnlyFans. I became guilty back then and hid it from her. My friends knew and I never did it again. She then as well found out that before we were officials, like just talking to get to know each other more. She found a conversation between me and another girl, whereas I was too friendly with that girl. I didn't like the girl nor want to be with the girl. I was just being too friendly, as I found out that girl liked me and I didn't reciprocate or anything. But I lessened my talk with her and cut it off. I cut off with that girl August and my partner found out about it. The same time she found out I bought someone's OnlyFans. She found out all about those herself, as I was too afraid to confess and hid it and lied to her. After she found out, I confessed and admitted to her that I did. I answered her every question regarding those and said that I am sorry for everything, and I am taking professional help to make things right. I started to confess the things that I have lied and kept from her as well. She left me, but now we still kind of talk, but she leaves me on read or pushes me away. We plan to meet on July 13th. So, what can I do to make things right and reconcile with her? I have started taking therapy and counseling to change who I am as a person, not just for her but for myself. And what can I do to improve myself more as a person?